Hey everybody, welcome to another week on Mac Outdoors with Mia and Leah. We're happy that you're here. Thank you for tuning in. We certainly do appreciate you. Today, we have an episode that is primarily by Leah because I am going to be busy in board meetings, but I also am going to share some tips and products and reviews after Leah tells you all about summertime camping in the high country. Stay tuned.
This summer, whether you're at the range or in the field, WSI Sports' Hypertech bamboo tanks, tees, and leggings will have you covered. Visit WSISports.com and use Leah's affiliate code, LLCO10, for 10% off your purchase. All products are proudly made in the USA. WSI is bringing back pride in American-made clothing. Again, that code is LLCO10 for 10% off your order at WSISports.com.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Mac Outdoors podcast where a dynamic mother-daughter duo share their adventures, tips, and advice. I am Mia and I'll be accompanied by the one and only daughter, Leah. It is time to get outdoors, hunt, shoot, and spend time with family and friends. Let's get this show on the road.
Hey guys, I'm just headed out for the weekend to go camping with my dad and some friends, and I am so excited to go. This is the first camping trip of the year. Hopefully we'll get to go fishing and maybe on a few hikes, and it'll be really enjoyable. We go up high in the mountains, so there isn't any cell service, but there is a beautiful view. And so hopefully I can be sharing some social media pictures of the views and the fish we catch and who knows what else. When you guys go camping, what is it you like to bring or a favorite spot? Why do you choose that? We obviously choose the spot we do because it has a beautiful view and has all the activities all of us love to do. We are camping in tents, and I bring my bedroll from hunting camp, which is my favorite. It has a little mat under it, and so I don't have to sleep on the hard ground, and I can stay warm in it. Do any of you guys, do you camp in a camper or in tents? How do you camp? One essential item I always bring, of course, is my sleeping bag and a tent, but I also like to bring some rain gear because in the summer you never know when it's going to rain, and I don't like to be soaked when I only have a limited amount of clothing or jackets, so it's always good to bring a rain jacket and a hat. I also always make sure I have a camera with me. I know my phone doesn't always stay charged, so it's always good to bring a regular camera too, just in case. And it takes better pictures or zoom pictures, and I always like the zoom because I know on a couple of trips we've seen bighorn sheep and bears from a distance, and we got some awesome pictures because we had that bigger camera than just the cell phone. So we have proof of things that we saw on our camping trip. This trip is a little different than how my mom and I go camping. Most of the time when we go camping, we take a pack string and pack a tent up, and we go up on the trail high in the mountains. Whereas this one, we'll probably drive to one of the camping spots and maybe hike a little ways, but nothing too crazy out of the way like a big pack string would take us. I like both ways, and it's always just fun to be outdoors with my friends and family.
Leah told you about one of her most important items that she takes with her when she goes camping, and that is her bedroll. And a lot of you may know them as cowboy bedrolls or outfitter bedrolls, and the one that she has, and also I have, it's a bedroll made by Ellis Tents, and we have one that is an older one that was an original. The name is called a Cavalry bedroll, which laces up the sides. And now the newer ones have zippers, so we have a newer version of that, and it has a zipper in that zipper holds your pad inside the bedroll. It's really cool. And then also you can fold over the layers to keep you warm in the really cold hunting season temperatures. So those bedrolls are really great to have, and whether you're obviously summertime camping like she is right now, or if you're going in the cold months with extreme temperatures. So that is one thing that I wanted to tell you about. You can find different bedrolls that are high quality, made by elliscanvastents.com, and I'll put a link in our show notes for you for that, so you can check them out, because as I said, they are great quality and something that you would really enjoy if you're out and enjoying the outdoors a lot. Another thing she mentioned was the pad that she sleeps on, and we have a couple different ones. One that is sold by Ellis is called the Teton Comfort Light, and it's a self-inflating pad, so you don't even have to carry a pump, and you don't have to sit there after you've been hiking all day or riding your horse all day. You don't have to get all out of breath trying to blow up this pad. And I know a lot of friends, they say, oh, an air mattress, and they think of an old-fashioned, big, thick air mattress. These pads that you throw in your bedrolls, they deflate small. You can roll your bedroll up into a 6 or 8 inch diameter, depending on the size of your sleeping bag and so forth. So those are things that if you go to the outdoor and extreme gear stores, you can find some great pads that you can either self-inflate or you can hand pump with your hands. You can press them and pump them up, and those are really great, make camping comfortable. And one thing about these bedrolls is we have purchased these. They weren't given to us. We're not paid to endorse them. It's just something that we truly do like. They're great quality. And another thing I wanted to tell you about is Lea mentioned rain gear. She won't leave and go on her trips without her rain gear. And both of us I have a lot of rain gear. I have a lot that doesn't work, and I have some that works okay, and then I have others that work really well. Some is great for hunting, some's not. So I wanted to tell you about the most recent one that we both have. We really, really enjoy. I purchased mine at a reduced price because Lea is on Girls with Gun Clothing's pro staff, and she was able to get me a discount, which you can also get a discount, and I will put a discount code in the show notes so that you can go to gwgclothing.com and check out their rain gear. I'll link to a review that Lea did about that rain gear because it really has worked. It's really fairly quiet for hunting. That's an issue, is a lot of times you get rain gear that works, but it's noisy as heck in the field. And Girls with Guns really came out with a good quality rain gear that isn't extremely loud out there when you're trying to hunt and be quiet and sneak around. So check that out. As I said, I'll put a link in the show notes, and that's gwgclothing.com. Her article and review about the rain gear is gwgclothing.com/blogs/news/women's-hunting-rain-gear-review. So, as I said, check the show notes for a link to that, and we highly recommend that. It's women's rain gear, so check it out if you're a lady or if you know a little lady that could use some great rain gear. On another note, Lea mentioned that she loves to take her camera because she is an outstanding photographer. She has an eye and a knack for capturing great photos. But something that I like to take is an item that I actually did a review on recently while I was reviewing the Swarovski Optiks BTX ocular end for the spotting scope, and I'll put a link in that. It's a YouTube video. You might enjoy watching that. But in the end of that video, I talked about a piece or a device that you can attach to your phone, and it actually makes the spotting scope your lens. So the one I have, it fits that BTX ocular end for Swarovski's spotting scope, and then it also fits my binoculars. So as I said, I'll put a link in the show notes to that YouTube video. You can also get an attachment that fits on an ALR or SLR piece for the spotting scope. So those are great things that you can use not just for hunting, but during your summertime camping trips. And we hope that you enjoy looking at those. And if you would, let us know what are some of your favorite items. What are your must-haves and go-tos for your camping trips? We'd love to hear about it. Get in touch with us on our social media. You can message us directly, comment on our Facebook pages or Twitter and so forth. And as always, there's links for those in the show notes as well. Have a great one. I'm headed off to game commission meetings and hunter ed classes and all kinds of fun stuff. So I hope you truly enjoyed Lea's little episode today, and we'll be back next week with more. And again, we'll be on the road. We are going to attempt to do a Google Hangout. So if we can get that coordinated and worked, we'll put some announcements on our social media site. So be sure to like and subscribe and follow us over there.
I hope you guys have an awesome weekend, and thanks for tuning in. We hope to see you next week at MAC Outdoors Podcast. Thanks, guys.